In today's market update video, we're going to be looking at momentum trading. We're going to be looking at what is momentum trading. We're going to be looking at the formulas behind it and why we should be doing momentum trading and how we can actually execute momentum trading in our practical everyday trades. Hi traders, thank you for joining the Master the Markets team today and supporting us in our mission to spread the truth of trading and help you achieve consistent performance. It is Tun Arpan here, founder of Master the Markets, Elite Trades Conference and the Traders Open Day. So let's dive into the topic for today, which is called momentum trading. What do we mean by momentum trading, traders? So let's take a look at that. So momentum trading, what is momentum trading? What is it actually? You see, by definition, by formula, momentum trading is the close of the current bar, okay, the current bar minus the close of the end bar, okay, close of end bar, okay. What do I mean by that? So for example, the close of the current bar as of now, let's say practically here, let's take a look at a practical example. The close is as of this level here, okay. Now the close of the end bar, okay, is what you need to design. You need to define, not design. I'm not sure why I'm saying design. End bar, okay? The end bar is, let's say, is it the 5th bar or the 10th bar away? What is it actually? If, let's say, you defined it as, let's say, the 4th bar away, let's say that would be this bar close. So the difference between that close to that close is what we call momentum by definition, okay? For this particular video here, in terms of momentum trading, I'm going to be taking a look at, in terms of momentum trading, as the phase 1 of a cycle. That's how we are going to be defining that. So for example, if you look at trends and Satwik's videos about the different trend variations that he went through with you guys as well, what we are really looking at is, in an uptrend, as you can see, there's two parts, isn't it? There's an upside, which is the phase, what we call the phase 1, in line with the trend, and a counter trend, which is the phase 2, okay, against the trend. So in momentum trading, what I'm going to be looking at more closely today in this video is this phase 1, which is in line with the trend, okay? Some of you are not familiar with all the terminologies and all that. I mean, definitely look at our do our Traders Personality quiz first, which will then give you the bespoke video course, and usually the Trader Starter Pack, which will be a really great course for you to learn all the basics and fundamentals. Highly recommend it because it's got basic, beginner and intermediate content in there as well. Good. So that is that one there, traders. So momentum trading. Now let's go on to why. Some of you may be asking, okay, that's all good to know that the formula of momentum and then to know that to trade on the phase 1 of the cycle. But why do that? So that you also have an additional boost to your trading to capture bigger moves, okay? Bigger moves. Now, you see, that's why we do momentum trading, so that you get bigger moves, which gives you asymmetric reward to risk, okay? So that your losses can be small, but your profits are much bigger. That's why we do momentum trading. And some of you may ask, okay, that's all good, I'm liking it, how do I actually apply that? Now this becomes very powerful, and how you actually apply it is when you apply it with time frame correlations, okay? Time frame correlations. Let me explain. So for example, in one time frame it might look like it's going down, okay? But then in another time frame it looks like it's this whole move down is actually a small tiny retracement on a overall uptrend, okay? Those are the ones you want to capture. Those are the ones that is unexpected of the crowd, and you are in the opposite side of the crowd and in line with the participation of the big money, the smart money, okay? If you're enjoying this video,
go ahead and smash that like icon. If you haven't joined our channel yet, click on the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you get notifications immediately when we post up quality content like this, and especially to get our live trading updates sent directly to your phone.
So let me show you some examples on where this is shown. Okay, so for example, very similar to here also, you see this is an downtrend here, right? Over here on the dollar Swiss. If I go on to the weekly, you can see that at the moment this is an SMC, okay, single market compression. And there's still the direction, we're not very sure, so there's not really any clear direction in here. Let me just see if I can find a chart which will keep it much more cleaner for you guys. Let me just bring maybe this one over here. So let me just bring up another profile which will be much more cleaner and easier for you to observe. In fact, let me pull up another one, a bit more easier. There you go. Let's use this chart over here. It will be a bit more cleaner. If I go on to the weekly over here, as you can see, traders, that's an SMC. And if I go on to the monthly, that is still a downtrend, isn't it? So let's look for one where it's coming down, but it's in a uptrend on a higher time frame. Let's take a look at gold, for example. Okay, so if I take a look now in terms of the weekly, okay, as you can see, that is a downtrend over here, but then it's towards a phase 2 move. If I go on to the monthly here, you can see now what I mean, which is still an uptrend, right? So you can take a look. So it's done this because of the smart money indicator. We know the tops and bottoms quantified, so it's easier to see that. You can see that this is your phase 2 here on the monthly time frame, and over here what you got is your start of a phase 1 with a large open equity to the upside if you're doing momentum trading. Okay, so that's the kind of things we want to position ourselves at. So then if you then take a look at that on a weekly time frame, let's take a look at this one here. Right, so over here this is looking like a down, and that is when we want to enter in, because it's looking at a downtrend in terms of the weekly. Not everybody is looking to trade that, but you and I know that this entire move down here, let me just move that much more down here. We shrink that a little bit over here too, and then let me get rid of drawing. So this is a weekly time frame, you can see. So you see this is a downtrend here, right? And then over here what you then have, this entire move here that is down here is what is on the higher time frame as a phase 2 over here. Okay, the entire thing that you saw is the phase 2 here. So I'm not deterred by that, whereas other people who do not know, the crowd which does not know how to do time frame correlation, might think of this and say, hey, that's a downtrend, I don't want to participate in that. But however, if you know how to do the time frame correlation with your tops and bottoms quantified, you can take a trade here in terms of momentum trading, and then you can say, you know what, yes, I want to hang on to this because I know it's a phase 1 of a higher time frame, and I'm going to take it for the longer term move. There's so many ways you can apply it, but the principles are the same. Okay, so good. So that's what we took a look over here as well. So basically what we are saying is we looked at what is momentum trading, why trade it, and how you can trade it. I gave you an example there as well. You can go back and digest this information and do it as homework and look at other instruments, see how you can apply it, and also add it to your own strategies as well. And of course, if you got any questions at all, feel free to do a one-to-one session. We'll be happy to help you on this. All right.
For those of you who are unsure of any of the terminology or the concepts in this video, the first step to do is to find out your trader type by taking our Trader Personality Quiz today. This will help you trade strategies that fit your personality to achieve consistent performance. After the quiz, You will also gain a free video course that suits your personality to help you trade safely with low risk and high returns.
Okay, good. So now here we are. Let's now go on to, we've covered the topic for today. Now let's go on to our market update. Let's take a look at the markets. You see dollar Swiss over here is in a downtrend on a daily time frame. Now coming back further up, we did catch a small move on this based on open equity on the live trading room where we made profit on that, as well as all our members as well. You can see that over here at the moment it's in a retracement in phase 2, a little bit more open equity still to the upside, I would say. Okay, what else do we have? So let's take a look. Now here we are on dollar yen over here. As you can see, dollar yen over here is in an uptrend, and I would still say there's still more open equity to the upside. This is just a small tiny profit retracement over here. We did take our small profit over here as well in terms of our open equity and 70% OE as well. So yeah, more open equity to the upside, uptrend as well over there. GBP USD on the other hand, it's more on a downside over here. Open equity diminishing to the downside, looking for a turning point over there. In terms of euro dollar, what we are really looking for at the moment over here is also open equity diminishing to the downside, more towards the upside now. Looking for turning point. Again on Aussie dollar, again we are looking at open equity diminishing to the downside, looking for a turning point to carry on with its phase 1 of its uptrend. GBP yen on the other hand, similar, open equity diminishing to the downside, looking for it to go on to the upside. Bitcoin on the other hand, what are we looking at, traders? We are looking at open equity a little bit diminishing to the upside. If you do want to keep trailing it, aggressive trailing stop loss. Brent oil on the other hand, consolidating here, could be that in terms of a larger move to the downside, but as of now, open equity still remains a little bit more to the upside as of that swing. Gold, we just took a look at that in terms of the daily time frame. Open equity diminishing a little bit to the upside, but I would say more aggressive stop loss trailing and riding the wave. FTSE, open equity diminishing to the upside, so aggressive, more trading stop loss, more for turning point occurring. Now Dow Jones on the other hand, more open equity to the downside, more for the retracement to occur. S&P, same thing, more downside to occur as well. Silver on the other hand, as we can see over here, I would still say open equity diminishing to the upside, so more aggressive trading stop loss in anticipation of a turning point occurring. And finally, wheat is what we are having over here. More open equity still to the upside is what I would say. Okay, right, so that's to do with the market update as of now. Now in terms of our performance, so let's go on to take a look at the performance for this week here on Master the Markets. So that's our performance from the trading floor over here. So you can see market update for this week ending 12th of November 2021. Elite Room flat 0%. Live Trading Room, we did make some good profit over here in terms of 1% on the 70% OE. There's about total 1% over there. Across both the trading rooms, we've got total of 1% so far. Okay. Alright, so I guess that's pretty much that from me on this market update. As we always say, traders, till the next time, stay disciplined, follow your trading plan, and keep trading like a master.
If you want to get notified every time we put a video up, especially on our live trading update videos, hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notifications icon. This will get the YouTube algos to kick in and for you to join us in our mission to spread the truth of trading further, so that traders like you can benefit from our videos to trade like a master, achieve consistent performance, and change lives.